Okay, a very good morning, student. So today I will be trying to complete the nephrotic syndrome, the management and complication that the remaining portion now. Then I will try to complete in this class. Then after that, in my next class, I will be starting this 7 mem topic. Okay, can you see the slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, every one of you responds nicely, okay? Because it's morning, fresh air, fresh mind. So you all have already got the notes now. So you just check out your notes like while I'm explaining. So let us discuss about the management of nephrotic syndrome. So the goal of the treatment, that is the goal of the treatment of nephrotic syndrome are to relieve the symptoms. So whatever symptoms we got now in nephrotic syndrome, so the goal of the treatment are to relieve all those symptoms and to prevent whatever complications that can arise, and also to delay the progressive kidney damage. So these were the goals of management. So let us see one by one. So as we have seen in every disease, mostly in every kidney disease, we have seen the high blood pressure. So in order to control the blood pressure, so what are the class of drugs? Let us see. So controlling blood pressure is the most important measures to delay kidney damage. So if a person have kidney damage, if the person kidney is damaged, or if you have any kidney disease with respect to high blood pressures, so the best way to delay his kidney damage, understand? The kidney damage is to control his or her blood pressure. So the goal is to keep the blood pressure at or below 130 by 80 mm of Hg. As we know that the normal value of blood pressure is what? What is the normal value of blood pressure? Oh my God, morning. Why are you silent? What is the goal?
Ma'am, 120 by 80.
Yes, 120 by 80 mm of Hg. Okay. So this is the this is our goal. Okay, our goal to keep always the blood pressure at 130 by 80 mm of Hg, or below 130 by 80 mm of Hg. It's like a person is not considered as hypertension, if partially, if it is 120 by 80 mm of Hg is the normal BP, okay, but 130 by 80 mm of Hg is cannot be directly considered as hypertension. It can be partially, it is near to. So if it is still 130 also, it's not considered normal, but it's okay, it can still be managed to lead into hypertension. So that is why this particular this number is being mentioned at 130 by 80. So angiotensin converting enzyme. So enzyme, that is in short, we call it as SCE. So angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitor, or angiotensin receptor blockers, that is ARBs. These are the medicine that are most oftenly used to control blood pressures. Okay. So angiotensin enzyme, okay, this SCE, these are the class of drug or the class of medicines. Okay, under this class of medicines, there are so many drugs that are available. And what does they mainly do? They mainly control or prevent our blood pressure. So don't forget that whenever you heard about angiotensin converting enzyme, it is this is the class of the medicine or the class of the drug that mainly control our BP. So SCE inhibitor, this may also help decrease the amount of protein loss in the urine. So we mostly have this excess amount of protein in the urine. It's not it when a person have nephrotic syndrome. So we find that there is a lot of proteins that are present in their urine. So this SCE, that is angiotensin converting enzyme, this class of drug also help. Okay. the amount of protein that you excrete in your urine ना, so this drug will help you to decrease. Means बहुत ज़्यादा यूरिन पे प्रोटीन एक्सक्रीट करते थे, लेकिन AGCE inhibitor what these drugs will do, वो कम कर देगा. That means that the amount of protein that you excrete. So that is the first point of that is controlling blood pressure. So are you clear with controlling blood pressure?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is the first point. Okay, so like if you have written like अगर separate लिखा कि इसके बाद next point में ये सब लिखा, तो try to correct it. This is the best way of writing. Don't think that यहाँ से यहाँ point तक अलग है और यहाँ से यहाँ तक अलग है. It's not like that. It's all together. So let's go to the next point. Water pills, that is diuretic, which is very common. Water pills, because in nephrotic syndrome में हमको क्या दिखाई देता? Like we mainly see edema. It's not even in the clinical manifestation also. The first point that I gave you all was swelling, that is the whole body swelling. तो उसमें अगर शरीर जब पूरा फूल जाता है, तो we mainly prescribe the patient to have this pill, that is water pill, that is diuretic drugs. So all those furosemide, Lasix, all those mannitol, all those are being taken, okay, to help control swelling by increased kidney fluid output. So agar diuretic drugs, if someone have taken diuretic drug, okay, so this diuretic drug, what does it mainly do? It will help control swelling by increasing किडनी फ्लूइड आउटपुट. जो एक्सक्रीट कर रहा है ना यूरिन, तो अगर किडनी डैमेज होने से तो बहुत ज्यादा यूरिन तो एक्सक्रीट नहीं कर पाते. So we can't excrete a huge amount of urine, okay, when your kidney is damaged. And when you can't excrete a large amount of urine, then what happens is that it accumulates in your body, and that led to edema. So all those like accumulation of fluid, all those after taking this diuretic, this will help you to decrease all those swelling that occurs in your body, in any part of your body. So that is why diuretic is very, very much important management or important treatment for nephrotic syndrome patients. So are you clear? Second point, it's very easy.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, next is corticosteroid. Corticosteroid or other medicines called immunosuppressants may be used to reduce inflammation and abnormal immune response in various diseases that cause nephrotic syndrome. So this corticosteroid, okay, this corticosteroid or like any other medicines which are called immunosuppressant, this may be used, okay, in order to reduce the inflammation, whatever inflammations that occur. So if any inflammation is occur in your body, though, we mainly suggest all the corticosteroid class of drug, okay, corticosteroid medicines to reduce these inflammations. And also, and any abnormal immune response in various diseases, because there are various diseases, okay, that can cause abnormal immune response, okay. So so all those are also mainly prescribed these corticosteroid drugs. So these were the three management that we have explained just now. I hope you understand. So let's move to the next one. Okay. Next is a low salt diet may help with swelling in the hands and leg. Low protein diet may, wait, who is joining? Okay. A low salt diet may help with swelling in the hands and legs. So low protein diet may or may not be helpful. A moderate protein diet may be suggested. So when a person have nephrotic syndrome, so what you need to suggest is that you have to take the low salt diet, okay? So this will help him to improve any kind of swelling in his hands or legs, okay? Low salt diet. So बहुत कम salt खाने के लिए suggest करना है. And then low protein diet is and never get confused about like high protein diet, low protein diet, all this, okay? Low protein diet means low protein diet doesn't mean that it is a very low protein diet. Okay, you can just mention low protein diet can also be replaced by limited protein diet. Okay, in exam, if it come in options, okay, in place of low protein, if it comes a limited protein, then don't get confused. The meaning is same. So low protein diet may or may not be helpful. So it might, this low protein diet might be helpful, it might not be helpful. So there are both like this, there are both merits and demerits. So, and then a moderate protein diet. Here, a moderate protein diet, that is 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight per day may be suggested. So here it is already mentioned that the low protein diet, it may be helpful, it may not be helpful, but what will be the most helpful is a moderate protein diet. A moderate protein diet, mild, moderate, severe. I hope you know what is mild, what is moderate, what is severe. So a moderate protein diet is very, very much helpful. So moderate protein diet means what in bracket, what I have given, this you need to know. This may be suggested. So that is the next point. Next, vitamin D. This vitamin D may need to be replaced if nephrotic syndrome is chronic and unresponsive to therapy. So vitamin D may need to be replaced if nephrotic syndrome is chronic and unresponsive to therapy. So I already explained very, very nicely this one in my offline class. So what is vitamin D? From where we get this vitamin D?
Sunlight.
Sunlight.
Okay, what does this vitamin D help us? What parts of our this body it protect? From where we get this vitamin D and all? Yeah, it's correct. Sunlight is correct. I'm not saying it's wrong, but apart from sunlight, what was the other name of vitamin D? It is also known as sun something. Any one of you? Do you know the other name? If no, I will tell. Do you know what is the other name of vitamin D?
No.
It is also known as sunshine vitamin. Okay, sunshine vitamin, because you get from the sun, from the sunlight, it's not it. So it is also known as the sunshine vitamin. Okay. So next is we have to reduce the amount of fat and cholesterol in diet to help control blood cholesterol levels. So there can also be a high cholesterol level, is not it? So what we need to do is that in order to reduce, or in order to keep this cholesterol level, okay, in its minimum form or in its normal form, what we need to do is that we need to reduce the amount of or the intake of fat. Okay, whatever fat we consume or we take every day, that we need to reduce the amount of fat we take. Okay, and cholesterol in diet to help control blood cholesterol levels. So in whatever in our daily diet, whatever amount of fat, whatever amount of cholesterol we take, so we will take it, but we will try to reduce it. So if we will try to reduce it, that will help us to control this from having increased amount of cholesterol level. So these are all the all the management or the treatment that you need to follow if a person suffers from nephrotic syndrome. So coming to the next is anticoagulant. So if you have not written this, or if I have not given you also, I was thinking that if I added this, it will be more helpful for you also. If you want to add it, because we have seen so many. It's not a blood clot. Even yesterday also I give about the blood clot. So if the vein, okay, if the lining of the vein that pass into the kidney, if there is a blood clot, then that can lead to many thrombosis, many problems, is not it? So what will happen is that anticoagulant, these help decrease blood ability to clot and reduce the risk of developing blood clot. So ये anticoagulant क्या है? This anticoagulant, okay, so जो already हमारा शरीर पर जो blood clot हो रहा है, understand? So or whatever blood clot, okay, all those blood clot can be like reduced, okay, can be reduced or can be decreased with the help of anticoagulant. So have you ever had this anticoagulant? Kabhi suna anticoagulant?
No.
No, ma'am.
Anticoagulant, okay, anti, whenever there is anti, that means this is part anticoagulant. Anti means you know the meaning of anti? Anti means against, okay, against, जिसका against में देते हैं, against, means how to say oppose, against. You can just write down against. तो अगर किसी का like blood pressure high होने से उसको क्या देंगे? Anti-hypertensive drug. It's not it. He suffered from hypertension. So in order to treat that hypertension, what you need to give? Anti-hypertensive drug. So his blood is coagulating. Coagulating means clot, okay? His blood is coagulating. So what type of drug you need to suggest? Anticoagulant. So are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Against जो drug fight करेगा वो ये सबको anti बोलते हैं. Okay. So let's move on. Antibiotic. So if you have this one, if you can just write antibiotic, because every one of you know that antibiotic, this is the type of drugs that can help control infections caused by bacteria. And that day I still remember I gave you all this homework. It's not it. What was that? Was paracetamol? Something I gave, right? What was that? Have you done that homework?
Paracetamol and ice.
Pardon, what did you say? Okay, no problem. So these all were all about the management, okay? Next, we will be starting with the complication. So let us revise about just the management, okay? So that we won't repeat anymore. So first is the management of nephrotic syndrome was, first of all, we will try to control the blood pressure of the patient, okay? In order to control the blood pressure of the patient, we need to suggest some medication. Those are, some medication means some class of drug, okay? That is SCE and ARB. These are angiotensin converting enzyme and angiotensin receptor blocker. And these drug not only help to decrease the help to decrease the blood pressure, it also helps to decrease the amount of protein that is lost in the urine. Done. No need to repeat again. Next is if there is any excessive swelling in your body, okay? Then, or if you have like if you excrete less amount of urine, okay? So to increase the fluid output, that is to increase the urine output, so water pills, that is diuretics, are mainly suggested. Next is corticosteroid or any other medicines. All these are mainly given to reduce any kind of inflammation. So that was all about it. And the next is a low salt diet. This if a person have edema and all now, so a low salt diet so will help him to reduce. So, and a moderate protein diet is very, very much helpful. And the vitamin D is also needed to be replaced, okay? If nephrotic syndrome is chronic and unresponsive to therapy, means vitamin D is required, it is needed, but when a nephrotic syndrome patient is chronic and then his symptoms is very much chronic and he is unresponsive to any kind of therapy, then you need to replace this vitamin D supplement. And then we have to reduce the amount of fat, the cholesterol, okay? Why you need to reduce the amount of fat and cholesterol? Because you don't want to have high cholesterol level in your blood. That is why you need to have less intake of fat and cholesterol. Done. Then after that, we got anticoagulant, okay? If there is any blood clot present, okay? Then in order to reduce that, we have to take this anticoagulant. So after the antibiotic, everyone knows this is to control infection. So are you clear with the management? So whatever we have discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's
Yes, ma'am.
and this complication, like it's very common. That's why I did not type it. Okay, this. So I just want to ask you all what were the like complication that I have given you? All those acute renal failure, chronic renal failure, all those. Can you any one of you say what are the complications that I have given you all? Any one of you? See one by one, all of you. One you say. One person you say one, the other you say one.
Blood clot.
Okay, one of you said blood clots. Keep other keep on saying.
Ma'am, hypovolemia.
Okay, other.
High blood cholesterol and elevated blood triglyceride.
Okay, other. Is Srijana, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Is you see in the participant list, is Rudolph and Rich person joining the class?
No, ma'am.
They're not joining.
No, ma'am.
Then what are they doing in this group? What type of emoji they're giving? All these people. Okay. Okay. How many points did I give for this month for this complication?
Ma'am, 7.
Okay.
Ma'am, 3 poor nutrition. 4 high blood pressure.
Okay.
5 acute kidney failure.
Okay.
6 infection. 7 chronic renal failure.
Chronic renal failure. No? Okay, okay, very good. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I hope you understand this complication and all, na? Blood clot. So all this complication means like अगर किसी का nephrotic syndrome हुआ तो ये सब problem, ये सब complication means हो सकता है शरीर पे. That is what it is mean. Complication means. So a person might have a blood clot, which is very, very much dangerous. And then high blood cholesterol. अभी जो मैंने बोला था, like a person can have high blood cholesterol, okay? Cholesterol levels and elevated blood triglyceride, all this you can have. So in order to reduce all this, we already discussed in the management, he or she have to take less intake of fat and cholesterol in his diet, in his or her diet, and then poor nutrition. So poor nutrition, this poor nutrition is like those who are like those who have less intake of nutrient, okay, less amount of intake of nutrient in their diet, that can lead to poor nutrition. And poor nutrition is very, very much bad. Like it can also lead to this malnutrition. So, and high blood pressure, this is one of the major complications we see everywhere. And then acute kidney failure, obviously if nephrotic syndrome, if you have seen so many kind of signs, it's not it that all those problem in the characteristic, you have seen so many things, no? So that can lead to acute kidney failure. And then infections, obviously infection we discussed, and infection is mainly cured by antibiotic. Chronic renal failure, all these complications, kidney ka jitna bhi complication hai, if one part of the kidney is damaged, then we could find all these complications. So it is very, very much like early treatment or like primary treatment is very, very much essential if a person suffers from any kind of kidney problem. So did you understand this, whatever we have discussed till today? With that, we already end this nephrotic syndrome.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. All of you?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let us see one more time, okay? One more time. And with the end of this class, I will direct continue with your this nephritic syndrome, okay? Nephritic syndrome. That was your the Saban ma'am class. Okay. So this was all nephrotic syndrome, okay? Like when I was like posted in this Silchar Medical College, okay? I was studying in Silchar Medical College. So like when you go to pediatric ward, when you go to pediatric ward, that is pediatric means like the babies and all, the childrens and all. When you go to pediatric ward, you see many this kind of patient, and as soon as you see this, you can like directly recognize. Okay, once you will be exposed to a hospital, you will you will realize the importance of whatever you have studied, because all this we see in real life, and these are very, very much common in 2 to 6 years. It's mainly common. So Srijana, please take attendance. Only 10 minutes left, so let us revise first. So that was the introduction. It comes from 2 words. All this, don't forget. The nephros was the meaning was the kidney, and then the syndrome means a group of symptoms. Group of symptoms एक साथ होता है, that is syndrome. Okay. Next, what is the next? Next is the definition. It is a primary glomerular disease which is characterized by. So the main important things is, okay, this is the nephrotic syndrome. You can't study like only these 2 points. Okay, you have this characteristic feature. You have to know all these points. So what does this indicate? So if you study only this point and say that it is nephrotic syndrome, then that is totally wrong. So you will see high level of protein. That is, never forget this concept. Cheese high hai, concept cheese low hota hai. What is increase? What is decrease? All this you try to know all this. So then there will be, when a person have nephrotic syndrome, he will have means you will have high amount of like protein in his urine. Okay, but high amount of protein in the urine, लेकिन उसका blood में बहुत कम protein दिखाई देगा. So that is like this. Alternately try to learn. Okay, and you will see the increased level of lipid, hyperlipidemia. The lipid बहुत ज़्यादा है. Lipid means fats, all this. The swelling of the body part, edema, बहुत common है. So this is, it's very easy to by heart, isn't it? Nephrotic syndrome definition, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's very
Yes,
clearly written, and the notes is very nice like this. If any spelling mistake, also just try to write down all this. And if you do in lab also, if you do any test, the urine test, so if you find all this problem, अगर किसी का like किसी child का urine test किया तो पता चला कि वहाँ पे there is a high level of protein, and then as well as there is in its, if you do blood test, if you see there is low level of protein in the blood, and then all this. Okay. And if you see that his body, his face are sweat, you can directly, no need to ask other, you can directly, like diagnose that he suffer from nephrotic syndrome. And then what was the next? Next is, it can affect all age group. All these males are slightly more likely to be affected than females. So male mein zyada common hai. And then what were the causes? So many causes: systemic lupus erythematous. So lupus is a disease that can affect multiple organ of the body. All these are explained. This lupus. So I already explained all the Selena Gomez also. She have a like kidney disease, not it. She was diagnosed as lupus. So heart failure, all this. अगर किसी का heart failure हुआ तो that can lead to nephrotic syndrome. Medical conditions. What are the medical conditions? अगर किसी का diabetes हुआ, if someone have lupus, amyloidosis, or any other kind of kidney disease, they can cause nephrotic syndrome. And then certain medication, the NSAID, that is non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. See, this is also non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. That means it is, obviously it is given for all those who are having inflammations. So, and then certain infection, if a person have a symptoms of this, or have a infections that cause due to HIV, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, or malaria, all this can cause nephrotic syndrome. So chronic glomerulonephritis, if there is inflammation in the glomeruli, all this. Renal vein thrombosis, obviously if there is any blood clot. And then clinical manifestation, बहुत अच्छी तरह Carl explain किया था. Swelling, all this. What is this? This is the pitting edema. This is the swelling that is mainly occur around the eye. All this is ये सब reality में तुम लोगों को दिखाई देगा ये. And then generalized edema. What is anarthralgia? That is whole body swelling. Then again coming to the next is the weight gain. And then one is oliguria, one is hematuria, respiratory distress. So malaise, headache, irritability, all these infection, blood clot, proteinuria. Then the general symptoms also I gave. Na? General symptoms means normal symptoms. So हर इंसान में हो सकता है. Loss of appetite, that is anorexia, diarrhea, raised BP, blood pressure, okay, irritable. All this diagnostic evaluation में मैंने दिया था urine test, blood test, kidney biopsy. Please don't make noise, okay. You can mute if it, what's that? Let me mute. Okay, in diagnostic evaluation, we have seen the urine test, and then the blood test, and then the other one is the kidney biopsy. Okay, all those are the diagnostic evaluation. All with the picture I have shown you all. And then after that, today we have discussed about the management. So I have already repeated the management, no need to revise it again. So whatever we have discussed about nephrotic syndrome, are you clear everything? From the introduction till last, till complication. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone have any doubts? Anyone? If not, we will end the class with this. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then that's all for today class, okay? With a short period of time, I will again send you all when to join, okay? Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.